It seems to be getting hotter, and violence seems to be taking over as the PDP and the APC campaign turned really bloody as two people were shot, and it wasn't a good sight to behold. Well, guys, it is always exciting to bring you trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings, and we're here to give you the best. And don't forget, this is Saffron Media, and we are here just to get you updated every day. And you know that the Edo State election has been really serious, but the level to which they are taking it, it's so wrong, because now lives are beginning to get involved, and it seems they're about to start losing their youth, which is not good for any election or for any politician, or even generally in politics. Anyway, guys, details of this will be coming to you shortly, but before then, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you do so, and also give this video a thumbs up. Okay, without much wasting of your time, let us dive right into the details of this report, as it says that the campaign between supporters of the Godwin Obaseki of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and Pastor Sage Ize-Iyamu took a violent dimension as two persons identified as Oguma Ojo and Friday Yaya, who were supporters of Ize-Iyamu, were shot on Friday night by one Omoloju Atere, popularly called Ugogo, said to be on the run in Ward 2 in Igara, Akoko Edo local government area. An eyewitness said the member representing Akoko Edo 2 Honorable Ima Agbaje had addressed his supporters, where he pledged his support for Ize-Iyamu. Later that night, the assailant was said to have gone to where the victims were sitting with about 4 other persons and shot at them. A family member of one of the victims said the issue has been reported at the police station in Igara, and we all know this could also be a propaganda and also a setup by the All Progressive Congress, because definitely if anyone is pledging support for the other party, it is not enough reason for them to go to the extent of shooting. You have your right to choose your candidate, you have your right to pick who you want to support, but going to the extent of killing and fighting because of support is actually wrong. And anyone saying that is could be causing more problems for both parties. If nothing of such is actually happen, I don't expect that it should be brought to the public, because if you are saying that a member from the PDP shot a member from the APC because it decided to pledge support for the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, and it is not true, then you are also arousing violence in the state, because by the time the PDP would or the APC want to retaliate, it could be something more serious than it already is, and we hope that that will not be the case before the election. The election is just few weeks away, and it's not expected for any youth to lose their life in the course of this election just because of a politician that has an ambition to become the governor of a state or to become any other thing in the state. So it is important that everyone that is involved in this election should take heed and be a good example and forget about violence, because violence would never be the solution to anything. If the Edo people really wants to enjoy this election and they want the right candidate to emerge, then everyone should shun any form of violence, because violence would actually make you not to get the candidate you want, because there will be problems so much that you will not be able to stand and vote for who you really want, because on that day there will be so much problem, because they've aroused so many tension in the air that everyone will get so scared that they will not come out. We have seen elections in Nigeria and how terrible and how bad things could get in the day of the election, and this should not be the case of the Edo election. Just as Obaseki also debunked the rumor that anyone or the people of the All Progressive Congress that are also bringing up issues that are saying they have issues in the People's Democratic Party, it is also a way of arousing violence in the state. If nothing of that nature has happened, it is not expected to be carried about, because definitely it's going to arouse another fear in the hearts of people. And aside that, there will be more problems for everyone because tension will be all over the place. So Obaseki has actually debunked the rumor, just as Shaibu has also debunked the rumor that he accused the governor of luring him to fight with his godfather Oshomole, and now showing no commitment or seriousness in the funding of the forthcoming elections. That was what the people from the All Progressive or the opposition party has said to the PDP, that the deputy governor is saying he's no longer interested, that the governor of the state is not trying to release funds. That is a purported kind of arranged lie just for people to believe that the governor indeed is not very serious. And remember that the governor said that he's not desperate, and that is exactly the what they are trying to use against him, that he's really not serious, since he's ready to give up this position just because he feels that it is not as serious as everyone is taking it, then he can give it up. I think that is the same reason they came up with this propaganda, just to make him less of a candidate in the People's Democratic Party. And both the running mate and the running mate and the candidate has actually come out to tell the people of Edo State that none of this is true, that they should forget about it, that it is just a rumor from the opposition party. That Philip Shaibu also said that his loyalty to Obaseki is sacrosanct and not debatable, and he also said that no amount of blackmail or propaganda can stop him from serving the interest of Governor Obaseki. And he said he has always declared his support for Obaseki, and he will make sure that he stands by him until he wins the September 19th governorship election in Edo State. So he also said that the people of Edo State should shun and disregard any form of rumor, except more that, of course, that they should expect more of this kind of rumor, and it could only have emanated from the All Progressive Congress. And he also said that there was a lie, that the clash between the governor and his deputy, that there was no such clash between them, that they just had a meeting, a stakeholders meeting, and that meeting, at the end of the day, that the meeting was actually a very good one, that they were all excited when they left that meeting. He said, so no such thing of what is being spread has actually happened, that everyone should disregard it. But most importantly, I would advise that everyone that gets involved in the Edo State election should really shun violence. Everyone should forget about violence, because we should understand that as Nigeria grows older, people should also grow wiser and understand what politics mean. Because at the end of the day, these politicians will just use the youth, and some will lose their lives, some will be disfigured for life just because they are trying to support a particular person in when it has to do with election. So if you have friends, you have neighbors, you have brothers, you have sisters, anywhere in Edo State, and you know such a person gets involved in politics, call them right away to tell them to shun violence, because it will only give them more harm than good. It will do them more harm than good. It will cause them more pain than excitement, and it will bring more regret than gain for them. So it is important that everyone call their children and let them understand that election is not war, and it's not a time to fight your fellow Edo people, your fellow Nigerians, just because of an election that will last for one day, and after them the candidate will emerge and he will become the governor. I would never remember if you fought this fight for him. All you need to do, the most important thing really, is you picking your candidates and knowing in your heart, this is my candidate and I'm voting this person. There's no point going an extra mile, fighting so much just because of a person that will not even remember how much you stood by him and how much you stood for him on the day of election. So guys, it is expedient and it is important that you stand up for what you feel is right, but don't do it in a violent manner. Don't do it in a violent way that will cause more problem for the people of the state and for even your families, because of course everyone's family still wants them alive, especially the youth. They are still the leaders of tomorrow and the leaders of Edo of tomorrow. So they don't need to waste their lives because of an election that will last a few hours, and after then the leader or the candidates will emerge. So guys, that is it. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you have a comment, you have reservations, whatever you have to say regarding this, you can drop it in the comment section. We'll be waiting and willing to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.